7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
What is up, geeks and geekettes? It's another episode of the Countdown to the Geekcast. My name is Teddy. With me on this episode is the man, the myth, the legend. You know him as GC.
Hey, everybody. There's a storm rolling in. Let's get this going.
And we also got the man behind the magic, the one and only Joe Garcia.
Yeah, man, doing double duty tonight. There's a storm rolling in, so we got to get it going.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a very exciting episode because yesterday I posted a hint. Some people got it, some people didn't, that we should expect some Venom 2 content very soon. Lo and behold, we got a brand new poster and we got the first trailer for Venom 2, aka Let There Be Carnage. So we're actually going to start this stream off with a live reaction. Sorry, I just got a text from Jericho. We're going to start the stream off with a live reaction between me, Joe, and JC watching the Venom 2 trailer. Now, for copyright purposes, we cannot show the video during this reaction. Sony will flag it. Facebook will cut off the stream. All this nonsense. Yeah. So if you can, we're going to give you guys 20 seconds. Find another monitor, find another screen, put on your TV, find the trailer for Venom 2, and we're all going to sync it up, play it at the exact same time, and we're going to do a reaction, and then we're going to talk about it right afterwards. So you got 15 more seconds to find the trailer.
For reference, we're watching the one on YouTube. It's the Sony Pictures Entertainment one. Venom Let There Be Carnage official trailer. We're going to start at the 6-second mark because it's trailer starts now. So 6-second mark, pause. That's where we're going to start and watch from there. This will give you a chance to get rid of any ad that pops up now.
Exactly.
So.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
10 more seconds. Find the video. Get it to the very beginning of the trailer. 6 seconds in, if you're skipping that little sizzle reel at the beginning, right when the was it the San Francisco Bridge, Golden Gate Bridge, is kind of popping up there.
It's like the Bay Bridge, but yeah.
So. Bay Bridge. There you go.
Yeah.
One of those.
Yeah.
Let's see here. All right. Is everybody ready? Give me a thumbs up or do something. There we go. So, Joe, you ready?
Yeah. 3, 2, and 1.
Here we go. Oh, God.
I say either. I say either. I say neither. I say neither.
Eddie Brock looks busted. Oh, man.
That looks like the Mother's Day breakfast my kids made. My wife.
Oh, my God.
Good evening, Eddie.
Hey, Mrs. Chen.
Good evening, Venom.
How, Mrs. Chen? He says hi.
Oh, man. That's a great song for this.
Thank you very much.
There he is.
Because you and I are the same. Every decision we ever make.
Oh, man.
Who do we leave behind? And how do we leave them?
Ravencroft is back.
But the rescuer who never comes. Welcome back, Eddie Brock.
Ooh.
It's been a long time. Miss you so much.
Very few guys can do crazy as well as Woody Harrelson can.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Chaos soon come.
There he is. Let there be carnage.
The chocolate delivery hasn't
No!
What's gonna happen? You gonna stop protecting me?
I am happy to eat, Mrs. Chen.
No, you cannot eat, Mrs. Chen. What?
Nothing.
Oh man. Okay. All right. There you go.
All right.
Just finished watching Miss Rosa. I hope I said that right. You know what? Real quick, before we get into that, shout out to Miss Rosa who gave us the best shout out yesterday. He gave a shout out to all the moms in all of our lives. So he's been a follower for years on the podcast, on Facebook. So shout out to him. You made all of our days, man, just by giving us a shout out. I am so excited. I'm glad that you're thrilled about the Venom sequel. And anytime you want to talk about Venom, and come on here and let us know what you thought about it. I know you're thrilled by it. So yeah, really appreciate it. He said,
Just don't talk to Joe about it, by the way. Just don't do that.
There you go.
Yeah.
So here we are. Finally got a trailer for Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage, directed by the legendary Andy Serkis. So that actually gives my expectations a little bit higher than before. But let's go ahead and start with our instant reactions. JC, your thoughts on what you just saw?
Pretty exciting. I like that a day in the life of Eddie and Venom together, which is kind of funny. All of those personalities.
Yeah,
I thought they wove that in pretty well. As long as how serious it's going to be, they don't really reveal a lot other than, Carnage is about to get the chair and he just manifests. And it's like, how long has he been lying in wait?
Right.
It's interesting. Yeah. So, very excited they kept Woody Harrelson for this. Was really excited to know that he was going to be playing Carnage from the first movie. So,
We lost Ted.
did we lose Ted? My
The
God.
lightning got him. The lightning got him.
Oh, I hope we didn't lose him. But yeah. So show must go on, right? But that's what I'm pretty excited about is where this is going to go. What the story is going to be. They didn't reveal a lot in the trailer, and I'm pretty stoked about it.
Yeah, I was having mixed emotions about this one because the first film left me jaded. I'm looking for a little bit of, I guess, a redemption here for the second film, and especially now that you have Carnage, you have Venom, and let's, at this juncture, from what I've heard, they don't know that Spider-Man exists, period. So I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
let's see where they can go with this thing, But from what I saw, it's just, I don't know, man. I'm on the fence. I just don't know if I like it, if I hate it. I'm going to be honest with you. I just don't really like what they do with Venom at this point because that's really not who the character is faithfully in the comic books. He's a little bit rougher around the edges. Let's just say it that way. But to me, it's kind of like the Sony version of Deadpool. It's what they're trying to do with Venom.
Maybe on some level, it is a pretty deranged. It is a pretty dark character, and
Yeah.
they didn't shy away from that in the first film, I would say. But welcome back, Steady, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't even know what
I
happened.
just think what they're doing is they're trying to kind of portray Venom as the merc with the mouth, such as Deadpool, kind of throwing some comedic jokes and things in here, different nuances. I mean, but come on, man. In the comic books, does Venom make Eddie Brock breakfast? I doubt it.
So they're taking a few liberties. I mean, it's not going to be exact, but you have to give it some humorous element if this guy's supposed to be the hero of the story, But
Well,
there's
he's
still
an
such
anti-hero.
darkness
He's
in him.
the
He's
anti-hero.
an anti-hero. I mean, he's still
Yeah.
eating people, So,
Yeah, kind of like
there's
Deadpool.
that.
Deadpool's the anti-hero and everybody loves him, So
Mhm.
we'll see what they do with it. I got to go in there with low expectations and open mind, but just from
Mhm.
what I've seen already from the trailer, I'm just like, is this going to be more of the same, man? It's like, come on.
It's hitting a lot of the same beats as the
Mhm.
first one.
That's
We
not a
still
good
have
thing, Ted.
this-
Not a good thing.
I was highly entertained by the first one,
Me
based
too.
on the humor and the comedy, and I wasn't alone. JC, I think Jericho also enjoyed it to a certain extent. I know Rob didn't, but it's hard to please Rob.
Let's put it.
so
No, it's not. He likes
I'll leave
Ant-Man.
that at
Remember, he likes Ant-Man.
Rob gets pleased by different things. Let's put it that way.
there. You go. There
Yeah.
you go.
I'd rather watch Wonder
Um,
Woman 1984 than to have to watch Venom again.
That's the best. Uh,
Oh man. Okay. Well, I'll leave that one alone right there. What I'll say is that I'm a huge Tom Hardy fan ever since I saw him in Bronson, which is an indie film. It's incredible. His performance is like one of the best ever on screen. So I absolutely loved it. I'm a huge Tom Hardy fan. I like the humor. I like the comedy. I'm hoping that we get a lot of action in this one. Andy Serkis is teasing that we've only seen like the tip of the iceberg with Carnage.
oh yeah, I'm sure.
So anything that you saw in there is just a tease. We're supposed to get a hell of a lot more. He has a plethora of powers and abilities that they hope to explore in this movie, all mentioned by Andy Serkis. If you pay really close attention, there are a few Easter eggs, right?
Mhm.
One of
Daily
the first-
Bugle, the Spider-Man, the
the
Spider.
Daily,
Yeah.
the Daily Bugle is actually an interesting one, and I'll come back to that in a second. One of the first ones is Venom hitting a magazine cover and fixing it, straightening it out in like a little bin. And it just so happens that on the cover of the magazine is one and only the great one, Stan the Man Lee. So great
Beautiful.
little Easter egg, little nod to Stan Lee.
Mhm.
Marcel
Stan.
Rosa has a comment for us as well. He
Mhm.
put in
He
here.
says he wasn't.
wasn't
Yeah, he
crazy
says
about
he
the
wasn't
first
crazy
one
about the
either.
first one. And I also am hoping for more action in this one.
And I think we'll get that.
For
and
sure.
I'll hearken this a lot to like Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, Amazing Spider-Man 2. I think why I appreciated the sequel so much, there's not a whole lot more character development you really have to do. The characters are established. You're maybe adding one other person. In this case, you're going to develop Carnage a little bit more with Woody Harrelson, a deeper dive in with his character. And you're going to get a lot more action. I mean, it's Venom versus Carnage. You better have some epic shit go down. And I think we're going to get a lot of that. Maybe a little bit of Venom beating up on bad guys too, or something like
But
that.
is this getting an R rating?
It's not. It's
well,
not, and you could blame Sony for that.
Yeah, I mean, does it deserve an R rating? Sure. Maybe if there's a little more fan outcry about that, they might change the edit on that.
But I ain't gonna want to
Or
watch
we'll
it
wait
in the
for
theater with
the circus
kids,
cut,
man.
and we'll get the R rating for that. Who knows?
I'm gonna watch
But-
this with crying babies in the theater. 5-year-olds. What's that, Daddy? What's going on?
I like the choice of director. Andy Serkis has a crazy mind for this kind of thing.
Yeah,
and
but is
I'm
Andy
interested.
Serkis a Venom fan? Does he really know what's going up? What's up with the Marvel comics and stuff? You know, I'm like,
Maybe he is. He's got his mind in everything, you know. So who
I
knows?
know he does in directing too. And I saw his Mowgli directorial debut in Netflix, and let's just say left a lot to be desired. So, Andy Serkis, I've seen the quality of your work, brother. I'm just saying.
We'll see what Sony does. I'm excited to see it. Obviously, I think they might tease because all they've said on these Venom movies is that it's running parallel to what we've seen so far. So maybe there's a cameo in the Spider-Verse, live-action Spider-Verse movie. I have a feeling for a post-credits, just like the first one, we're going to get a Spider-Verse 2, the animated, like little trailer, like a little snippet. Because the first Venom had a Into the Spider-Verse kind of trailer as it's like an end credit scene. So maybe we'll see some snippets of Into the Spider-Verse 2 with this movie.
And at the very end, we'll see Wolverine come out.
Yeah, funny.
Every episode that comes back.
Yeah, I know. So
Let's see. So the Daily Bugle, it's interesting, right?
Mhm.
Because I'm going to file this under Easter egg nod and nothing more. But if you pay attention to the officer, the detective in the trailer, he's reading the Daily Bugle, and it's the exact logo from Sam Raimi's 2002 Spidey film. So logos are exactly the same, font's exactly the same, everything's exactly the same. Daily Bugle. But I'm gonna file it under Easter egg nod and nothing more, because I really don't think it would be super meta and awesome if they like retconned their
Spider-Man
own
3?
Venom. Yeah, it would.
I don't
It
think fans would
would.
be. I don't think fans would have a problem with that. to be honest with you. I mean,
But
we kind
it's a
of
ballsy move though if they pulled that off.
we kind of joked with Doc Ock with the No Way Home movie. Like, what if they retconned Spider-Man 3 with that? Like, they just pull Doc Ock and everything would be happy. Maybe they're doing something like that. So, you know, who
It's.
knows?
I mean, listen. What's the over under on the possibility of that happening? They're
Oh, pretty low.
Yeah.
pretty low.
Yeah.
I agree. It would be the gutsiest move any studio's taken. Not as gutsy as
Mhm.
Marvel Studios murdering half of all life and existence in the universe in Infinity War. But spoiler alert, but it's still pretty gutsy if they decided to like, this is going to be in the Raimi universe. We're going to retcon Venom, and eventually we're going to somehow merge with the MCU Spidey universe. That would be
Yeah,
pretty dope.
I think this is a multiverse for Spider-Man, and the Avengers don't exist. And somehow, some way, these get pulled in together in some Spider-Verse, multiverse type thing with the MCU, like you said. Because all Sony said is it's running parallel to it, which leaves the possibility open.
Yeah, they could at least, start introducing like Sinister Six kind of stuff. That would be really I think something that the fans would love. Even if it's not
That
like
was
full
always,
on.
yeah, that was always the plan with Tom
Yeah.
Holland Spider-Man.
Yeah,
So,
There
it
you
just
go.
never transpired. And unfortunately, because that would be amazing for the fans to see the Sinister Six on the big screen. So I got hope, that they'll do
Yeah.
it the right way, like me and you have discussed before, JC, that do it gradually. Don't just drop it in everybody's lap all of a sudden. We have to be patient.
gotta make
you know?
sense. Gotta
Yeah,
make sense. Yeah.
exactly.
Let's see what else. Oh, so you say JC, not Avengers or anything kind of related or universe. There is a bit of a nod. There's a little bit of an Easter egg. There's another individual reading a newspaper, and you actually catch the second half of the word Avengers. Now, it could be not Avengers, but how many other words end with like a Engers? So it's very quick. If you pause it just right, it looks like one of the stories in the paper is all about Earth's mightiest heroes, the Avengers. So in an interview with IGN, Andy Serkis says that they're kind of treating this as Venom's in his own bubble. They're not really making references to anything else.
Mhm.
But when you see something like that in the trailer, now you're starting to wonder if he's just being coy, and there might be a few other tie-ins that we'll actually get in the movie. Who knows?
Yeah, I think it's
Pretty
Easter egg,
crazy.
just like your Daily Bugle font thing. So,
Well, it's a little bit more, right? Because the Daily Bugle thing, there should be zero connection. But at least if we get a newspaper headline with the Avengers in it, like that's a direct correlation, and that's our first official tie-in to the MCU, because there hasn't been one before.
no.
Not in the first one, at least.
This might be part of that whole agreement that they re-signed with Sony after the previous contract expired. So it kind of opened the door for No Way Home. It might have opened the door for this and any other future projects that they do with the
Yeah.
Sony property.
They have Morbius, and also they have a Craven the Hunter, which I've been waiting years for.
Mhm.
Big Craven fan here, so really
Nice.
looking forward to that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think making little references here and there can kind of open things up a little bit, because we are going to be introduced to the multiverse, in the upcoming Spider-Man flicks, and it would make sense. I mean, Venom is kind of part of that universe, and seeing how they want to incorporate that. Maybe in this bubble he just hasn't met Spider-Man yet. Maybe there is a version of Spider-Man here. We just haven't seen him yet.
You know that all of those things are possible, and it's still possible, very very low possibility, that they're trying to tie into the Raimi verse. But like I said, that would be like, it would blow everybody's minds if they were trying to do that.
Mhm.
But yeah, I will say anything goes. Even though Andy Serkis says they're doing this in their own little bubble, You get like the spider being killed by Cletus Cassidy in his cell, I assume. You get the line from Woody Harrelson saying, "We're waiting for the rescuer to come." I'm kind of thinking the rescuer might be somebody from the MCU because he's not talking about Venom, right? Venom's not supposed to be this hero to the city. At least that's my assumption.
He might be referring to Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know, the person.
as the reporter.
Yes.
All right.
Him as the person, not the symbiote, but you know,
Mhm.
he's referring to him as a human, not Venom, you know.
I'm getting some Silence of the Lambs vibes because it's all about this reporter criminal behind glass situation for a while.
Yeah.
At least it's kind of what it looks like. You know, Cletus is probably going to be manipulating Eddie in a number of ways. I want to know how Cassidy has the symbiote. Did he always have it? Like JC said, is there something that triggered it? Or did something happen, a situation or a line of situations occurred to where somebody gave it to him before he received this lethal injection, right? Because
Yeah.
that's
It's just
probably also a possibility.
don't spoil it in the future trailer. Wait for the movie for that.
Please,
Yes, keep
please
it
do not.
keep it style like this. Let it be a surprise. You're gonna. This is one of those movies that people are going to be wanting to go to theaters to see, and unfortunately, from what the sounds of it, it's going to be in theaters only. So, for a lot of people, this might be the return to theaters. Potentially myself too. So, this might be the movie worth waiting for. So, don't spoil it. Give people a chance to figure it out on their own and be excited about it.
You gonna rent the theater out again, Ted?
Probably.
We'll see.
We're gonna pay for the
This
post-credit
one-
scenes this time.
This one, Black Widow, Ghostbusters. What else is coming out this year? We'll
Fast,
see.
Fast and the Furious.
But I did. I'm not seeing that thing, dude.
I'll leave that one to Joe.
Hey,
That's
I
Joe's-
will say this. They had a really good trailer that they did, a little second one, but it was a lot of Vin Diesel talking about let's get everyone back in theaters. This is what we're excited about. It was a really good speech. I did enjoy that. I think anyone who's missed the theaters should at least watch that. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I
definitely.
think,
for
one
sure.
of the things that kind of goes unsaid but is said is like Eddie Brock is in close contact with Clectus Cassidy, Carnage.
oh, he has to be.
So people who have read the book, because I'm not about to say anything to spoil things for anybody else, but people who have read the comic book can kind of guesstimate what's coming, So we'll leave it like
Sure.
that. Maybe they flip the script and they decide to do something totally different. So that
Yeah.
wouldn't be
Good.
bad either,
And we also got a shot of Shriek in another
Yeah.
cell. We assume, she's hopefully going to have a big part of this plot, and she's not just going to be some sort of throwaway character. And then I also said Woody Harrelson edition is really what's bringing him back to the franchise. He said
Yeah.
he was kind of iffy on the first one, but because they brought Harrelson in, he's all in on this one. So I'm also with him. Hardy back, Andy Serkis as director, Woody Harrelson as a bad guy. I feel like those are the ingredients you need for to have a successful movie, but only time will tell, right?
Yeah, I think that's what the first Venom movie was really missing. You didn't really have a bad guy per se. It was more of an organization. It was more of that, I guess that place, that facility that they were experimenting with these symbiotes and stuff. And then
Yeah.
it transpired to the climax where you get introduced to this symbiote, that is the leader of the symbiotes and is trying to destroy Venom. But we really didn't see this scale of a villain, somebody who is crazier than Venom himself, So with Woody Harrelson doing this character of Carnage, it could be interesting, So that part intrigues me. So I can understand why people are so drawn back to giving the film another shot, even though the first one maybe did not deliver to some and some loved it. I mean, maybe the second one will, blow everybody's mind, including myself. I can hope,
Yeah, I think on that they were smart to save Carnage for the second one.
Oh yeah,
Get
no
people
doubt.
introduced the first one, bring in a big bad for the second one. Something fans really want to see.
And we got a funny comment here, John Wicker watching here on Facebook. He puts, Sorry, but I'm waiting for Dune. I don't know, man. I kind of watched Doom, and there's Doom has been done many different times, and
Many,
sometimes
many.
it's been done a couple times, dude. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good. It you either love it or you hate it. It's one of those types of sci-fi uh, flicks or
Yeah.
mini
Yeah.
series. You either like it or you absolutely hate it. I don't know what's really going to happen with this one. This one actually intrigues me. The upcoming Dune movie. I like Dune. I'm not gonna lie. I like sci-fi fantasy. I want to see what they do with this reincarnation of Dune. I like the way the special effects look,
Hmm.
cinematography look beautiful. I'm just more interested in see what they do with the actual story. So I can see what John Wicker is excited and intrigued about because I'm probably on the fence with him as well.
I'm all in on Dune because of director Denis Villeneuve, who directed Sicario. Awesome movie.
Oh, I like Sicario.
With There
Mhm.
you go, with Josh Brolin, and also with Benicio del Toro. So ever since I saw Sicario, I was like, who is this director? And
Yeah,
so now that he's behind the director's chair for Dune, I can't wait. That's going to be fantastic.
they have
He's got a
another
great eye,
Sicario
great
coming out too.
visuals. Huh?
There's another Sicario coming out too, but it
Yep.
doesn't have the
Well,
normal characters in there that we've grown accustomed to.
they had the sequel, and there is a movie coming out with Sicario in the name, but I don't think it's part of this franchise. I think it's like one of those B movies that tries to like rip off a title.
No, I think it is. From what I've read, I think it's part of that, but it's not the characters that we know. It's a continue. It's like a variant of the story. It goes with it, but it's different characters. I would love to see a sequel and find out what happened after Sicario
There
2,
was.
Day of the
Oh,
Soldado.
okay, yeah.
You know,
Yeah, yeah, they ended it on a big kind of
yep.
cliffhanger, and
The what if? What
it
happened?
was
you know.
yeah. There you go. All right. So, Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Have you seen the trailer yet? We've been chatting about it for quite a while now. So, give us your thoughts about it. Drop them in the comments below the stream. We want to hear from you. Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Did you spot any other Easter eggs that we haven't already talked about? We want to hear from you guys. Let us know in the comments below. We're gonna do some geeky weekly headlines until the
Uh,
power goes out.
Yeah, I was gonna say not too many because the outer part of the storm's starting to hit me. So yeah.
You'll be fine. If you
He
get
might
hit by
have to
lightning,
duck
you'll
for
just
cover.
get flash powers, bro. You'll be all right.
No, JC might have to duck for cover, dude, if it goes crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see. Okay, so this is kind of a big story, and that's why I'm also wearing my Man of Steel shirt right now. A report came out last week that Warner Brothers is developing a brand new Superman film. They kind of released in this article that they were not going to bring back Henry Cavill for this project. I'm just going to put that out and talk about that a little later on. And instead, they would focus on a different Man of Steel. They're looking for an African American actor as well as director. And they did say that this was going to be a different version of Kal-El. They did use the words or the name Kal-El. They didn't say type of Kal-El or in the vein of Kal-El. They actually used the name Kal-El. And so
You still there, JC?
to bring in a minority lead actor, hey, I'm all for it. And I think you can really hone in on something great if you focus on those Superman characters that have been played by black black characters. Val Zod, for example, and you start getting into the multiverse and telling those stories. I think it's a great idea if they are trying to kind of twist or recast a Kal-El character. I think it's a challenge. It's a huge undertaking if you're trying to go that route. JC, I know you're the big Superman fan on this panel. What are your thoughts on the story, man?
Uh, I know I like that they're saying they're not completely done with Henry Cavill. I think he said before the suit is still in his closet. It's still there. I just don't oversaturate it. I mean, I'm afraid of the same thing with Robin Pattinson as the Batman. Are we just throwing movies out to make movies and it's going to confuse people? You know, we already have in essence two Jokers out there right now with Joaquin Phoenix and Jared Leto. You know, Ben Affleck is maybe still active as Batman, and then you have Robin Pattinson coming in. But I mean, I'm going to see the movie either way. I just, I really hope whatever they're trying to do, if this is some sort of standalone origin story or some side story, I have no idea. This is where it might get confusing. That's my only concern, is that people are going to get confused by, is this a new Superman? Is this a different Superman? It's you're jumping into the Infinite Earths thing with casual fans.
Yeah,
May not pick it up as well as some more seasoned comic characters, and that might be an issue. That might be an issue, and Warner Brothers is thinking they're just going to throw films out to make money, but you know, if you're just oversaturating the market, it's not going to do well. So
there you go.
Mhm.
Joe, your thoughts on the story?
I don't even know, Ted, because I couldn't hear you. I had to play with the audio here and
Bro.
turn off something, so I dropped you and then I got you back.
JC will summarize it better, I think.
Basically, the idea is that they've said in an interview, this new Superman film, it's another version of Kal-El, but it's not the end of the road for Henry Cavill. They're not recasting him, but they're doing like almost like another side story, kind of like the Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix.
There you go.
Kind of a standalone thing, but it's not going to be a different version of Superman like we had talked about before, with the rumors that it would be a black Superman, Michael B. Jordan possibly playing it. It could still be a black Superman, but whoever it is going to be known as Kal-El. That's the general idea.
Interesting. You know, if they're not done with Cavill, how are they going to use him in this next film, and who's going to be Superman? You know, there's a lot of questions there, but at the end of the day, I mean, you want to see a really good Superman movie. You know, I thought Cavill as Superman was spot on. You know, everything you wanted, and somebody playing the iconic character Superman. What they're going to do from here on out, I don't know. That kind of intrigues me and scares me, because I did see Brightburn recently on HBO Max, and when you're trying to do something else with Superman, things can go a little Aryan, and that's what happened with Brightburn. It tried really hard, you know, but let's see what they do. I'll give it a shot. I mean, look what happened with the new series that came out with Superman. That was really well done, you know, so I'm all for it, man. Let's see what they can do with it. Like, give us something different. You know, that's my thing. Give us something new, give us something different with a good storyline that people will get behind it. Dude, it feels like the sky really wants to come down on me right now.
Well, my desk is shaking right now from the thunder, so
Me
we
too.
might have to wrap this up.
We'll see what happens. Superman will protect you. You're good, bro. You're good.
Okay.
All right.
We just don't know what Superman's gonna show up.
I'm gonna
when
put
he
my
gets there.
Superman blanket over my head.
I'll
as I head
leave
to
it
the-
with one theory out here. What if this really isn't Superman? What if this is Ultraman? What if this isn't Kal-El raised by the Kents? It's Kal-El raised by the Luthers. It's something Smallville explored for a short arc, and they even took on more in the Smallville season 11 comic. So maybe they twist it that way, and that could be very, very interesting.
Definitely a possibility. You know, the writer of this article could have gotten things wrong, right? This is just something that we're all following at the moment, because it's the next big article. It also came out on Henry Cavill's birthday, which seems kind of petty. I'm not saying you can't do it, but it seems kind of petty to do it on the man's birthday. Why would you do that? Just wait a day.
How very
That's all you have to
WWE
do.
of them to do something like that.
Not only that, but there was also a story that didn't get as much traction because of the Superman story, that the CEO of Warner Brothers is job hunting right now. He still has his job, but that he might be looking for one in the near future. The writing might be on the wall, as some people would say. So, do these things happen from time to time, where you leak a sexy story because you want to avoid the negative backlash or the negative press on something like an executive leaving on bad terms.
Mm.
That happens, or similar situations happen. So am I saying that's the current situation? No. Is it possible that's what's happening right now? Yeah, that could totally be what's happening right now, and this could just all be a farce. And we could find out the story's completely different later on. So definite possibility. I will say that Cavill's agent has always sort of chimed in from time to time about the situation ongoing with the Man of Steel projects, and she's always just said because of NDAs, she can't say much, but that she knows things. So that's always hinting at there's more to the story. There are things happening behind the scenes. There may be negotiations for something in the near future, but we'll never know, or at least we won't know anytime soon. DC Fandom is coming back this October. If there's any time for us to figure out what's going to be going on the next few years, that's going to be the time. So, this is all just us discussing the what ifs until we get official announcements from events like DC Fandom.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Give us your thoughts on the Superman story. Let us know in the comments below your thoughts about everything that was revealed last week. Yeah, want to hear that. Let's see. If you want to see trailers for the new Rugrats series or trailers for A Quiet Place 2, head on over to our Facebook page at facebook.com/Countdown City Geekcast. You're probably already there, but you're also might be watching us from YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, head on over to our Facebook page. You can catch all those items. Gentlemen, I know there's a tornado headed towards you guys probably, so I'm going to try to get this one last thing out kind of quick. We just celebrated our 6-year anniversary. So bravo, JC, Joe, Rob, Jericho, Dusty, Eliud, my brother Derek, all of our friends from other podcasts who've ever joined us on the show, from Con Culture, everybody. Seriously, it's been an awesome 6 years. This last year was probably our busiest one ever. We dropped more episodes in the last 12 months than we have in the first in any other year that we've been doing this. So thank you to everybody who's been downloading the show, who's been sending us messages, who's been commenting, who's been sending us memes. It's always a blast to hear from you guys. So I really appreciate it. Happy to be celebrating 6 years. And in traditional Geekcast fashion, we're going to celebrate by also playing a CCG segment. This one I'm bringing back is going to be higher or lower. I love that Jason knew where this is going right away.
I'm sitting here like, okay, storm's rolling in. I got to make sure everything in the backyard is tied down. You want me to play a game right now. So let's
Gotta play a game right now. NTM. All right, so this will be quick. There's only a handful of questions. I'll read the rules out, and if you're watching at home, you could also play along. This is going to be the higher or lower game. I'm going to ask a question, give a numerical answer, and you will decide whether the true answer is higher than what I said or lower than what I said. It's pretty much one of your Price is Right games. So, Miss Al also said, congrats. Yeah, appreciate it, brother. Awesome. And you play along as well, man. So question number 1, we're gonna go we'll just start with JC. Also, rules are you can match answers for the first 6 questions. 7th answer has to be different just to make sure that we get a variance, or I'll make it up as I go along. First question, our Snyder Cut review was higher or lower than 150 minutes? JC, your answer. And no cheating, guys. Look at Joe cheating right now.
No, I'm looking at the radar. I promise you.
Joe, our Snyder Cut review was higher or lower than 150 minutes?
It was higher. I would say, because I remember that it was one of our longer episodes.
And the correct answer is higher. Our official runtime for the Snyder Cut review was 163 minutes. I'm pretty sure that's our highest. So yeah. Question number 2, we'll start with Joe. The Great Spidey Debate was higher or lower than episode number 65? Joe?
Ooh,
God.
I would say higher, man. I think that was one of the ones that I heard was quite epic. So, and I believe JC's right in the area where the Red's at right now. So,
Yeah, it's about to hit.
Ooh. All right, JC, you're next, man. Higher and lower than episode number 65.
I'm gonna say it was higher.
Both you gentlemen are wrong. It was actually lower. It was episode number 63.
I knew it was right around the 60. I couldn't remember if it was above or below that.
isn't that
threshold.
the one where you and Rob had like a heated debate about Amazing
That was
Spider-Man?
Iliud and Rob, and Ted and I were providing commentary.
Oh my God.
You had to be there.
I heard
It
about
was
it.
a there you go. It was a blast. It was epic, and I still get messages to this day asking when the sequel is coming. When is the Great Spider Debate Part 2 coming? And I just say soon. I think we lost JC.
No,
I'm here.
he's-
I'm
he's
here. Go.
There he is. There he is. Here we go. Here we go.
Mándale,
Number
mándale.
3. The total number of views for our Ernie Hudson interview. Shout out to the great legendary Ernie Hudson. Have higher or lower views than 2,500. JC
Higher.
and Joe. Same question.
I'd say higher.
Correct answer is lower. Only 2,000 views, but tons of traction. Tons of traction. But 2,000 views for our Ernie Hudson interview.
Okay.
At
Randy,
75 Fest.
now I got a bill. So there was a lightning, and I just heard static in my headphones. So
Go for it. Well, I'll play solo with Joe then.
yeah, I will say thank you. By the way, last week was actually my 3-year mark on the Geekcast. I
Wow.
do appreciate that. So thank you for having me on for 3 years. Weather permitting, we'll be live for the WrestleCast tomorrow, talking about Backlash. And we lost a friend in the wrestling community, Sean Vex. Rest in peace, Sean Vex. We'll talk all about that. Check us out on the Downtown City Geeks YouTube channel. I'll check you guys later.
All
So-
right, JC. See ya.
See you.
Take it easy, JC.
Bye.
We'll say that Joe wins by default, eh?
I win by default.
Let's see here. All right, got a couple more questions for you, man. See if you can get these right. The Logan episode, which is our Logan review, one of my favorite episodes, one of my favorite reviews that we did, is higher or lower than episode number 25.
I say lower.
You would be correct, sir. It's actually episode number 19. Well done. All right, this is a great one. The total number of views for our Celebrity Fan Fest WWE panel, which featured who
Jason
was on
Momoa?
there? Daniel Bryan. I forget. JC. If JC was here, he would remind me. But Daniel Bryan was on there. Not Seth Rollins. Maybe it was Seth. I don't know. But our WWE panel
Okay.
had higher or lower views than 15,000.
That's a tough one. I'd go with higher, man. I know I want to go with lower, but I'm gonna go with higher.
You would be correct. Total number of views to date 18,966. Plenty of wrestling fans out there. There you go, man. Question number 6. The total combined length of our Avengers Ultron review is higher or lower than 120 minutes.
I'd say higher.
Close, but it's actually lower, is 111 minutes. Here's the funny thing about that. We broke up our Avengers Ultron review in 2 parts because it was running long, and it was only 111 minutes. But it was like a really early on in our podcast career. So these days, 111 minutes is actually pretty short, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're doing 2.5, 3-hour episodes. So yeah, back in those days, 111 minutes was actually pretty long. We had to break it up into 2 parts. But yeah, now we're going way past that. Final question, sir. Total number of views for our 2020 Royal Rumble reaction videos is higher or lower than 18,000 views?
Lower.
You would be correct. From JC's living room, if he was here, he might have gotten this right as well. We did the women's Royal Rumble reaction video live and the men's Royal Rumble reaction video live. And the total combined views is 16,259. It was a hell of a night. We had a blast. And yeah, we got to do that again sometime, right?
Yeah, that we do, and that's an amazing feat too, getting all those views. You know,
Miss Ayo says, got to get up early for work. Congrats on 6 years. Amazing. Wish you guys many more. Have a good night. Appreciate
thank
it,
you, sir.
brother. Appreciate it, man. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can send you some, Miss Ayel. Check your inbox in the morning when you get up. I'm gonna see if I can send you something. We had some giveaways this week. I think I had a couple extras, so I'm gonna go ahead and send you something. Check your inbox, and appreciate having you as a follower, man. Keep joining every week, and we'll talk to you soon, brother. All right. Awesome, man. Joe, we need to start reviewing. Let's see. What are you going to start watching with me? Bad Batch or Invincible?
I'm actually watching Bad Batch already. I haven't still gotten
Yeah.
into Invincible. I heard good things about it, you know, so I got to get back on the horse and finish the season.
All right. I'm going to let you know right now. It's going to blow your mind, man. It's nothing like you've seen ever, and there's nothing I could probably come up with off the top of my head that would be similar to
I've
it.
heard
So
references to The Boys, so if it's good as that, I'm gonna like it.
it's like The Boys, but we're dealing with animation, and I'd say there's things that go further than what the boys have actually done.
Nice.
So let's just say by that first episode, you're gonna know exactly where that show's
Oh,
going.
I saw the first 2 episodes, 3 episodes, and I was kind of still like, eh.
You've seen like most of the season already.
Yeah, I was watching and I was just like, I'm still waiting for the climax.
All right. Well, that's gonna do it for this episode of the Countdown to the Geekcast. We're going to batten down the hatches because we have this crazy storm rolling in right
Yeah, it's
now.
knocking on
So
my door right now, the studio door, and I can hear the wind coming.
oh man. All right. Well, hope you stay safe, sir. Anybody else watching right now around our community, around our area, stay safe. Don't go driving anywhere. Watch flood zones, all that good stuff. You don't want to be out in this mess right now. It's getting pretty ugly out there. For the Countdown to the Geekcast, my name is Steady. Be sure to let us know about your thoughts on the Venom 2 trailer. Let us know in the comments. You can always send us a message just by clicking the send message button on Facebook, or you can always email us by reaching us on the contact page of our website at www.countdowncitygeekcast.com. For the Geekcast, my name is Steady. With me on this episode, who had to take off a little early, is the man, the myth, the legend. You know him as JC, and we also have the man behind the magic. You know him as Joe Garcia.
Yeah, and thanks for those who interacted with us and took the time to, go ahead and watch the live stream. Greatly appreciate you guys. Couldn't be here without you. So make sure you share and like the video if you can. We would greatly appreciate any and all support.
Well said, sir. Thank y'all very much. You have a great night. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Later.